Doctors save lives. Doctors earn respect. Doctors are called heroes. But let me ask you something. Have you ever worked so hard for something only to feel tired times instead times of proud when you finally got there? Because that's where many doctors quietly live. And even if you're not a doctor, you might recognize this feeling more than you think. Every doctor starts with hope, not the loud kind, the quiet kind. The belief that the sacrifice will make sense later. You just have to push through this phase, they're told. So they do. Years go by with that sentence playing on loop. And one day, they realize the phase never ended. Medicine doesn't begin as a job. It becomes who you are. People don't ask your name anymore. They ask what you do. And when you say doctor, expectations immediately attach themselves to you. Strength, stability, selflessness. There's no space in that image for confusion or doubt. So if you ever feel lost, you learn to hide it. While others are discovering life, you're memorizing it. Birthdays are postponed. Relationships are delayed. Life becomes something you'll get to later. And you tell yourself it's fine because everyone around you says it's worth it. But deep down, you wonder what you're giving up and whether you'll ever get it back. By the time you're settled, you're not celebrating. You're just relieved. And relief is a dangerous replacement for happiness because it teaches you to accept exhaustion as the normal state of living. Doctors don't really go home. Their bodies leave the hospital, but their minds stay behind. Did I miss something? Did I say the right thing? What if I'd acted sooner? Some nights, sleep doesn't come, not because of noise, but because responsibility doesn't switch off. And here's the part no one prepares you for. You're expected to be perfect. When you're at your most human, tired, hungry, emotionally drained, one small mistake can erase years of good work in your own head. So pressure becomes constant and fear becomes quiet. Doctors don't just see pain. They carry it. They sit with families on the worst days of their lives. They deliver news that changes everything. And then they're expected to walk into the next room and be calm, composed, professional. There's no pause button for grief. So emotions don't disappear. They get buried. Over time, something changes. You still care, but you feel it less. Not because you've become cold, but because feeling everything would break you. So you learn emotional distance. And from the outside, it looks like strength. People admire doctors. They say, "You're so lucky. You must feel so fulfilled." And you smile. Because explaining burnout to someone who's never lived it feels harder than staying quiet. So you start doubting yourself instead. Burnout in medicine doesn't look dramatic. It looks functional. You still show up. You still help people. But inside, something feels empty. And that emptiness scares you because you don't know when it started. So why does it suck to be a doctor? Not because healing people isn't meaningful, but because the system demands sacrifice without caring who pays for it. Because society celebrates the role while ignoring the human inside it. And because caring deeply is both the job and the wound, yet doctors keep going. Not because they're superhuman, but because even on the worst days, helping one person still matters. Maybe the problem isn't medicine. Maybe it's how much we expect from people who are never allowed to struggle. If this felt familiar, it's because it's not just about doctors. It's about modern professions that quietly drain the people inside them. Sometimes telling the truth is the first step toward healing. Thanks for watching till the end. Like, share, and subscribe to watch similar videos on modern profession.